The Reserve Bank of India or RBI and the Central Bank of UAE on 15 July 2023, Saturday, decided to move further on strengthening the economic engagement between the two countries by agreeing to allow exporter and importer from either side to invoice and pay in their respective domestic currencies, is it rupee and dirham, while working on a messaging system that could be an alternative to SWIFT, the globally used system to remit money across borders. An MOU signed by RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das with his UAE counterpart Khalid Mohammad Balama during PM Modi's visit to Abu Dhabi is seen as aimed at shielding traders from both sides from fluctuations in exchange rate while creating a window for Emirati companies to invest in India, given that the UAE has trade surplus with India. The UAE is among India's top three trading partners and is home to many Indian workers, besides being a major destination for Indian tourists. With United Arab Emirates becoming the first country to include oil and gas in rupee dirham trade, all eyes are now on India's close ally Saudi Arabia, the second largest exporter for crude oil to India, and Qatar, the largest supplier of LNG to India. Whether they will have the same game changing confidence in India as President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and join the local currency trade bandwagon. The Modi government signed its first long-term LNG contracts with French Total in Paris and with UAE's ADNOC in Abu Dhabi for 0.8 million metric tons and 1.2 million of metric tons respectively as part of its energy diversification process. PM Modi said it paves the way for enhanced economical collaboration and will make international financial interaction simpler. Our bilateral trade has grown by 20%. For the first time, we have achieved $85 billion of trade and soon we will achieve the target of $100 billion trade. If we decide we can cross this milestone before the G20 summit. Now, why India INR and Dirham trade? The steps came amid a move towards de-dollarization in the wake of the Russian-Ukraine conflict, which has forced countries to look at alternative payment channel to keep trade line flowing. According to industry sources, a large part of India's trade with Russia is being settled in dirhams. Separately, the government and RBI are also trying to internationalize the rupee and had one on last count allowed 60 banks from 18 countries to settle transactions in rupee through a special account. The MOU with the UAE takes the initiative a step further. The local currency settlement system or LCSS between India and UAE will cause ripples in the entire Middle East and in the Indian subcontinent, as other important countries would also like to do the same. While Nepal and Bhutan are linked with Indian currency, the LCS could be a game changer in trade with Bangladesh under Sheikh Hasina's regime. The LCS is not only about financial transaction but linking a businessman and woman through domestic currencies by cutting out the tedious dollar and petrodollar route, creating SWIFT alternative. The second MOU dealt with payment and messaging system and includes linking the fast payment system or FPS Unified Payments Interface UPI of India with the instant payment platform IPP of UAE. It also envisages linking the respective payments card switches, Rupee switch and UAE switch. This is seen as foundation to creating an alternative to SWIFT as the two central banks also agreed to explore the linking of payments messaging system. The structural financial messaging system or SFMS of India with the messaging system in UAE. The UPI and IPP linkage will enable users in either country to make fast, convenient, safe and cost-effective cross-border fund transfer. Similarly, linking the respective card switches will facilitate the mutual acceptance of domestic cards and processing of card transactions.